Hi folks, my name is Jesse Dillon. I'm here today for carbonguitar.com to talk to you a little bit about the new Composite Electrics Blade. It's an electric guitar from Composite Acoustics, makers of the fine carbon fiber acoustic guitars we all know and love. Here we have quite a departure for them really, but a lot of them are electric guitar fans, so it makes sense. It's extremely lightweight, about 8 pounds. You can see how thin it is. The guitar itself, the body, is actually thinner than the neck in most spots, maybe all spots, I can't tell. It's got 2 Seymour Duncan humbucker pickups. It's got an interesting adjustable bridge. See, I've actually used it already. You take these 2 screws, like most adjustable bridges I suppose. I also like the way the strings thread through the front of the bridge, the headstock side of the bridge I should say, and wrap around up on their way to the headstock, sort of like this. Interesting, I'd never seen anything like that before. As far as controls, it's got 1 tone control and 1 volume control, and then the pickup selector. I'm going to noodle around on it a little bit for you, as well as talk some more about it and show it to you as best I can. If you'll notice, one thing that I kind of like is the headstock. It's got the tuners on the sides rather than all in a row. I feel more comfortable with it this way since I mostly play acoustic guitars. I do still tend to push down too hard on the strings and strum a little heavy, so I'm using a really light gauge V-pick here. If you'll look at it, it's kind of known as a rock and roll guitar. I personally don't think its appearance is quite as gothed out heavy metal as we thought it was going to be. I think it looks pretty conservative. You know, I like the design. As far as the tone of the instrument, I'm playing it just clean through a crate tube amp because I know a lot of people wanted to hear what it sounded like clean as opposed to through effects pedals and whatnot. I don't think that, you know, playing it through an effects pedal is going to give you a very good barometer of what it actually sounds like. To me, it sounds actually really good unplugged. I've turned the volume down so you can just hear how it sounds. I've never really played an electric guitar before that I thought sounded really good unplugged. I mean, obviously it doesn't have the tone of an acoustic, but that's because it's not an acoustic. It's got as much resonance as a lot of hollow body electrics or semi-hollow bodies. It sustains forever. If I let that, you know, sustain as long as it wants to, we'll be here for a half hour. It sounds great, played clean. I think it would work for a lot of different styles, you know, everything from blues to jazz to country, heck, maybe, why not? You know, you can get a pretty good twang using the correct pickup and the tone controls a certain way. Kind of like that sort of, I don't know, crunchy kind of twangy sound. I could turn the gain up on the amplifier a little bit for you, but I don't want to do too much of that. Things to keep in mind is that the model I have is a prototype number 4 in fact. So It's going to differ from the model that you guys can buy from www.compositeelectrics.com, and that the actual saleable models, the fit and finish is going to be superior. Not that there's really anything wrong with this one, but it's been passed around a lot, taken apart, put back together a bazillion different times, and so it's not going to be quite as fit and finished as the kind you can buy. Stop by www.carbonguitar.com. We'd be happy to chat with you about it. Join our little community. We'll try to answer any questions you might have. Once in a while, the guys from Composite Acoustics / Composite Electrics stop by, and we'd be happy to see you there.